beating a child to the point that they have injuries, I don't call that beating. I call that child abuse. And I call that wickedness, heartless. That is what I call it. And to the point that you beat a child so much that they have injuries on their body, that they have to go to someone, that they are scared of you. At the end, even if you take the child to school, they will not learn, they will not be focused. They have pains in the body. And they have pains in the heart, pains in the brain that cannot just be solved by staying away from you. You come near to the kid will be shaken, be scared. The kid has to go to you. He or she is very scared of you because of how you beat the kid
or treat him,
or treat he or her. And I believe that is particularly very bad. Especially me, if I'm telling you, I can stand that. I can stand, especially if he or she as a kid did nothing to you. Even if it did something to you, you should control your anger, no matter how anger issues you have. This is a skin, right? This is skin of a kid, a child. They feel the pain. The pain enters. You know, like there's blood running down there, just like yours.
Are not strong like
exactly.
ours.
And so, like, I feel like beating a kid to the point that they have scars on the body. I feel like that should not be supported. I don't take it. You know, like if you beat a kid, it affects them mentally. Some things affect kids mentally because, like, the thing it replays in the body, in the brain, everywhere. And like sometimes you just see a kid sitting down and completely stressed, and some people will be laughing at he or her, like, look at this small kid, what does he or she have to be stressed about? But you don't know what he or she is going through. So some people really do have a reason of being stressed, and because of what people do, sometimes it replays in the mind, in the memory. It stucks in there, and when the kid grows old, that memory will still be there, and that hatred in the kid's heart will always continue to be there. And even if the kid becomes successful, you know, I'm telling you, from what I see, most of the time, kids that got nothing, kids that come from a very bad background are the ones that come very intelligent because they know what life behind the scenes is. So they know exactly what to do. But like if the kids get like stressed and everything, how do you expect the kids to study? And even if they study, they become successful in life, it will be like you don't exist, because what you did to them. And then the community would start saying this kid is wicked, this kid is bad, because this one got him since when he was young, but this one got me since when I was young. That is true. It did give me food, it did give me shelter, but that food and shelter, I would have preferred being homeless than that food and shelter.
Of course.
So like we should understand the kids as well. And I feel like all that abuse and things should stop, and I feel immediately I feel like it's something that is just not right. It's something that just should not happen, because like if you do something to someone, do something that you know when someone do it to you, you'll be happy about.
VM International.
What do you think is a solution to all these problems that you are talking about?
Well, you know, mainly it has lot of things, because like sometimes they'll beat the kids and everything, but the kid will be too scared to speak up, because even if they speak up, there's no one around to help. So if they go back to the house, it's the same thing, even worse. So even if I was the kid, I would rather just keep quiet than saying it and having things worse. So I'm saying this like for the whole everyone. Everyone should get up and know that this isn't right. Beating somebody to the point that they have scars on their body, I feel like that is just not right and should definitely not be it. And if the whole society, community gets up and, you know, goes against it, I feel like in a way it can help.
And we talk about minding your business, like for example, if you see a parent maltreating a child and now the particular child is sustaining injury, instead of you reporting that to his father, especially if their parents are not around but you are the guardians or someone that is in support of that child, but now that child is sustaining injury, but instead of you addressing that, you are saying, oh, let me mind my business, before they will think that I'm the one who reported. What do you think, what is the role of the people living in the society?
Well, as you said, minding your business.
Yeah.
I feel like in the world or in the life or whatsoever,
Yeah.
you should mind your business.
Yeah.
But minding your business has a limit. Like, you will not see somebody killing someone for no reason, and you say, I'm minding my business.
Yeah.
Like, example, if you go to town or if you go somewhere else
Yeah.
and you see somebody maltreating a kid, you will talk.
Yeah.
You'll be like, what did the kid do to you? That you have to beat him so badly, shamelessly, in public. And a lot of people will talk. So even though people do mind their business, it's just, I believe that, it's a complicated question.
Yeah,
but like, minding your business mainly has a limit. Of course, some things is none of your business. You should not talk about it.
Yeah.
But some things we need to speak up.
Yeah, something that is really affecting people individually and collectively in the society should not be considered as minding your business.
Exactly.
And I think people should know this now. The culture of respecting parents, even though you are beating a child to the extent that the child is sustaining injury, do you think that culture really says something about that?
Well, culture says respecting your parents, and respecting your parents, it's a very, very, very good thing that every kid should have.
Yeah.
Because your parents are one of the most important things in the world.
Yeah.
But people believe whatever they do to you, they're your parents. What about me? Like, okay, they say whatever they do to you, just respect them. They're your parents. Yes, I do respect them, but not to the point that they're gonna kill me and I'm gonna shut up. That's that. I don't call that respect. I call that you're taking advantage of me. If it's that, then I didn't need you to bring me in the world.
You know that most of the time parents are not really the problem. For example, this could be people that are your, like, for example, your uncle, your auntie, maybe your mom and your dad pass away, and they told you, okay, you have to go and stay with your uncle, and your uncle will start maltreating you and treat his own child better. Sometimes you might come across with a child that sustains injuries or on the body, and you ask, and they said, okay, but if my auntie is there or my brother is there, whenever they talk, they turn against him. So how are you going to address that?
Well, like you said, most of the time it's not the parents. Most of the time it's the other relatives. Because like a real parent, a good parent, I feel like the heart that parents have for their kids, it's just too much. Parents love their kids, and I'm saying thank you to all the parents out there. We love you. And so even though parents love their kids, sometimes kids go to the other relatives, the aunties or other things, and they maltreat them seriously, really badly. And I feel like that is just not right. Like in the Gambia, we don't have an orphan. Like, we don't have orphans. Because like, like even in the Gambia, the reason why people don't talk most of the time is because like they don't have, the money to take the kid as their own. Some, if they did, they would. Because people like me, as long as I'm speaking the right of the kid, I don't care if you get angry with me. I don't care. But as long, though we had an orphan example, a lot of people would have talked. Because like, but problem with orphans is that kids are mainly not happy in orphans. But I feel like some kids would rather go be an orphan than being maltreated like how they are being maltreated right now. Like some kids out there, if you ask them, they'll rather say, I'd rather be an orphan. They'll take anything but living in the house that they are in right now. And I feel like that is one of the most baddest things. Because like you maltreat the kids so badly, and you forget the fact that that kid will grow up one day and he will remember that. Some relatives, the big kids, think The memory is gone.
Yeah.
The memory is gone.
Oh,
but
the memory of the child is
it
gone.
replaced.
So finally, before we go, I was told that you named a snake after me. When I came, somebody just talked me and told me, look, VM, you have a namesake. I was like, where is the baby? So where is this baby?
It's a baby rock python.
Wow.
It's a baby rock python.
You name it after
VM International.
Let's to be honest, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
What makes you to name a snake after VM International to the world?
Well, it's just, I feel like it was just a good idea, you know. And by the way, you're a very nice guy and everything. So I feel like you're one of the people that actually care for the wildlife and the things. And you're one of the people that is mainly part of the snake farm group, you know. You are always here helping and all that.
Yeah.
So why not?
So do you think that this snake is gonna be exactly like VM or is gonna be exactly like other animals?
I want him to be like VM, but I want him to talk less. Just kidding.
I understand. So finally, Amie, to be honest, you are so special.
Thank you.
Not just from my end, but to the world. Before we say goodbye, randomly from what we have started, from the conversation to now, what is your final message to the people on this topic that we were discussing on children?
My final message is that hopefully some of you guys will take some advice. Hopefully the parents that will leave their kids with the daycare or whatsoever, you know, they should also try to talk with the kid and see what's happening behind and everything. But before that, I will not say much. Thank you all, love you all, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn that notification bell on. Bye, love you.
You can watch it anytime on a VM International.
Use your voice to change the world through VM International TV. VM Radio and TV station is a professional and leading online media house. For more information, visit our website at www.vm-international-tv.com. VM, Voice of Media.